What is up? It's a figure hunter, and this is a review for the Zozo bodysuit by ZOZOFit. And I have been super fired up to get this. I actually reached out to the company. They sent this to me for free. They're not sponsoring this video in any way, but they're allowing me to do a review, and I'm excited about doing a review for this particular thing. What is this conceptually? It is basically a tight suit you put on with a bunch of dots on your screen. You do a scan with your phone, and it tells you your body measurements across 10 different body parts so that you can be able to track over time changes in different parts of your body. This is incredibly helpful conceptually. We'll see if it works. If it can scan and just quickly pick up in a 3-minute scan, that's how long it takes, to be able to see what your biceps, your shoulders, your chest, your waist, your hips, your legs, and your calves, to see how big each of those body parts are in inches or whatever measurement you want to choose, to be able to see if you're growing in those particular strength areas over time. It also gives an assessment of your body fat based on your height, weight, as well as the scans itself. And we'll look at the accuracy of that compared to a DEXA scan I had done recently. But if you look at the days of using one of these little yellow things and trying to wrap it around your own bicep, I mean, it is a big pain to try to catch it and wrap it around your bicep if you want to track your bicep. And then just to go through the time to track 10 different body parts, when this will just, you throw the suit on, you do a 3-minute measurement, and it's going to give you a ballpark. So if those ballpark numbers are accurate, it is so worth $99 if you really are trying to track your overall health, meaning like your waist, to see if your waistline is going down, or wanting to see if your muscle mass is going up, to compare that side of overall fitness, whether it's weight loss or strength development. It is a quick and easy one-time payment that you can do 1,000 scans, every day, every week, every month, whatever your cadence you want it to be. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to look at it just sort of like what comes out of the box, what it looks like with the suit on. That's super embarrassing to show this, like me in this tight suit. How you go through the measurements in just a simple form, and then what the measurements results are and their accuracy with the said little old school yellow tape. So with that, let's dive in and see what we got. All right, so this is the package. This is the roll. We're going to measure each of the muscle measurements after the suit tells us what it thinks the muscle measurements are, to compare if it can actually pick it up. So when you open the back, this is going to be popped out and is going to become your little stand. And there you have the little stand, not the most complicated thing in the world. And then outside of that, it's really looks like it's just a simple package that has your little space suit, which is actually pretty cool. So you're just getting this little tight suit, and we were gonna dress up. I'm gonna change, get in the tight suit, and then we're gonna take some measurements. All right, so this is the freaking embarrassing part of it, is it sucks up against you. I'm 190 pounds, 17.5% body fat, which we'll see against it in a second. But it like hugs every bit. You got these little heels they go in, you got these little hand things. There's a whole instructional video on what you want to do. And then you just sort of stand like this, and you rotate like hours of the clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And I'll try to see if I can do like a sped up version of that so you can see what a scan actually looks like. And then it's going to say, here's what your dimensions are for your arms, chest, legs, waist, all of that stuff. So here's what the suit looks like. It comes in. Definitely not wearing this out in public unless I want to look ridiculous. All right, before we look at the results for the scan, we'll see some basic things. It does have a good tutorial. Like every time you hit the scan now button, it's going to say, watch a video if you want to learn how to set it up. Watch a video if you want to learn how to go through the scan or put on the suit or how the suit needs to be fitted. Super helpful. Again, it's all really easy. So you can set goals. You can track, reminders to tell yourself to do a scan if you want to do it on a monthly basis. It's really not that hard to do. So I'm going to do it every 4 weeks. We're going to blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to allow it to send notifications. It's going to tell me when I need to scan next. If you look at the scans, you can see your archive list of scans. It just sends it in list format. And I have not done multiple scans to be able to see a significant tracking of a trend. And you can set goals. Again, all really easy. So now, drum roll, for the results of the scan, we're just going to go with this last scan. And I apologize that you have to see this big, body format. I don't know why you can't just go back. So if I accidentally click one of the measurements, it's going to take it completely out. So it's going to compare, in some of these features, one versus the other. You can scroll all the way around. Super cool. The Amazon Halo is somewhat like this as well, but it's going to give you these feature measurements for your upper bicep, your chest, waist, hips, right and left thigh, right and left calf, as well as your shoulder width. So as we look through top to bottom, the accuracy, the shoulder width has me at 18.4 inches. The actual measurement is 19 inches. So that is a difference of 0.6. That is fantastic. The upper arm on the right and the upper arm on the left, both right at 14, whereas on my measurements, I had about 14 inches on the upper right and about 14 and a half on the upper left. I don't know that there's that big of a difference between the two. And again, measuring with a little tape measure is a big pain in the butt. So, but again, almost exactly on if you're looking at the upper right, and close if you're looking at the upper left, about a difference of 0.5 inches. On the chest, it measured 42.7, and with the tape measure, I measured 41.5. We're going to look at each of these body components so you can measure it yourself if you want to compare. Waist, 34.7. That was about the same as the waist. Again, hips, 38.6. Hips, 38.75 with the tape measure. Right thigh, 23. Look at this. Let's just point something out. The right thigh measurement, 23.6 inches. The left thigh, 24.4. I had reconstructio on my ACL, and my right leg has never caught up, and it's so infuriating. But it's showing. It picked up on the scan. There's a 1-inch difference, and lo and behold, that is almost exactly the measurement of my right versus left thigh. So it was like 23.25 in my, tape measure measurement, and 24.25 on my tape measure on the left. So within 0.15, as well as the calf right, calf left, 14.5, about the same on both sides. And it was, the tape measure, I had about 15 on both sides. And it did actually, on the tape measure, show my left calf was a little bit bigger. So my right leg just sucks. So that's what I can tell about that. But in each of these, you can click on one of them and it'll tell you how to measure it yourself. And it'll show you your difference between an original and your last measurement. So you can see here, you can scroll this all the way around. You can see where you'd want to measure if you want to compare it the same. I'm down 0.3. So you can see where it's going to tell me if I'm gaining ground or losing ground. And it does this all the way across the board. If you want to see if your pec region, if your chest muscles are getting strong. Now, no, I did not go down in my bench press and lose 0.1 inches in my chest. This was done within 3 minutes of each other. So it's just a variance between measurement to measurement. My waist, that's embarrassing. Hips and the thigh. I mean, left to right. This is just what's so interesting. And if let's say I did want to work hard on strengthening my right leg to try to get it caught up, I'll be able to see the physical changes if I was making progress between my right and my left leg. Just really, really, really helpful stuff. Then you go back to full body. I guess that's how you do it. Full body, and you can see the measurements again. The body fat percentage, my DEXA scan showed 17.5. So this is off, but it is not as off as I saw in original, a couple other people reviewing. They had it way more off than this, so maybe the app algorithm has gotten better. So my body fat percentage with a DEXA scan, which is a pretty accurate measurement, maybe one of the most accurate measurements, is 17.5, and this is saying 19. So again, 3 minutes to get all this data, and it's a suit and not a subscription. You put the suit on, you wear it over and over again for $99. Your first purchase, you're just getting scan after scan. That is really pretty cool. And over time, you can see trends develop within each of your scans, one to the other, in different regions of your body. And that is super helpful for tracking growth and development. So what do I think of the ZOZOFit ZozoSuit? I think this thing is awesome. I think for $99, I mean, This is really close to accurate in a 3-minute quick scan. That's really impressive. And the variance level with any of them never broke a 1-inch variance. That is really impressive. It was all like a quarter to maybe at worst 0.6 inches difference from a physical measurement. And our own physical measurements are never going to be that great. When you're wrapping your bicep in this, it's not art. When and the amount of time it takes, rather than throwing on the suit and just rotating in a circle, it is so helpful. You think about the time you spend or the amount of money you spend paying for a gym membership, paying for supplements, supplements that help you get ready to work out, supplements that help you retain your muscle or to digest protein, or thermogenic type supplements that make you burn your fat when you're laying on the couch. Whatever it is, we spend a lot of money. If you are trying to lose weight or gain muscle mass, we spend a lot of money. This is a one-time $99 purchase. And the company didn't pay me to say, they sent me this for free. I just think I saw this and I thought that is conceptually really good. And I wanted to check it out for myself. And it turned out to be really good because you're just paying $99 for the suit. And there's not a subscription, and you just have the app, and you can scan whatever you want. You can scan every day, every week, every other week, every month, every 2 months, whatever your comfort level is or whatever you want to do. It takes no time to throw the suit on, rotate in a circle, and give up 3 minutes of your life and have your whole body measured, and measured within less than half an inch variance. That is really good. Even the body fat percentage, although it was off from my DEXA scan, I still feel like it was in the rough ballpark, and we'll see over time if it trends in the right direction with if I'm maintaining. But the biggest thing a lot of people run into with weight loss and diets or even wanting to build muscle mass is if you're looking at the scale that's showing your weight and it's not changing, you need something else to look at, because it might not be an indication that you're putting in the work and actually getting the results. What you can see with the suit like this, coupled with the scale, is that your weight is changing. Your body formation is changing. If you are going on like a real strength development program, if you're really taking all the protein you need to take and taking some creatine supplements and really trying to develop your strength, this is an easy way to track your muscle development alongside of it, your hypertrophy, to be able to see measurable results with your hypertrophy growth projections. I'm going to use it for my 17-year-old son who just started CrossFit, who's really trying to increase his soccer game with strength, speed, and size that comes from, the multiple movements of CrossFit. And he can throw this on because he tried measuring with the little tape measure. He can throw this on and track it once a month just to see his strength over time. Does he have to buy a suit? No, he's about the same height, size as me. I just gave him my height and maybe my weight, but either way, the suit's going to probably fit him just fine and just as tight. So all that's being said is he didn't have to buy a suit. He can just use my suit and he'll get the same benefits from the app and the same accurate measurements he can track over a long period of time. Super, super awesome. And it's just an easy way to get what I would feel is very accurate body part measurements to track your trends over time. And with that, that is the review for the ZOZOFit ZozoSuit body scan system. It's the Fit Gear Hunter. Thanks so much for watching.